Hey, welcome back. This is Shah. Welcome back to another episode of what I found on Reddit. So this one's from a subreddit called datingoverthirty. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm not dumb, but I am. I don't even know how to type this. My mind is cluttered. I know the answer, but I'm scared and sad. Here's the gist. I can give more detail, but I'm going to try and keep this short. Met someone online 1.5 years ago. Spent every single weekend together, days on end. Again, for the last 1.5 years. I have kids, if that explains weekends. We also have spent days during the week together for like holidays, Valentine's, birthdays, etc. I spent hours with his family whenever they visit. His family from his home state knows about me. I'm friends with all of his friends here, like we text on a personal level. I text his mom. He isn't originally from my state. I'm a single mother. In the beginning, I wasn't sure about a relationship, but I let him know I wanted to see how things developed, and they did, as you can see. I checked back in multiple times that things were going well. All I had ever read was actions must match words, and they always did. We took turns reaching out, and it was all the time. I have a toothbrush head at his house. He spent all his free time with me. When I asked if he was dating other people, why would I date others? I'm not interested in others. I'm dating you. Now, I'm not young. I've been through many long-term relationships. I've been used. I've been married. The reason I was so hesitant with him in the beginning is because I was actively trying to change habits that had led to bad relationships in my past. I was going through this man with a fine-tooth comb, and he has been amazing. Respectful, consistent, always follows through, sends me messages after every hangout about how he enjoyed his time with me, appreciates me, etc. He plans dates, vacations, whatever. Of course, I thought I should eventually bring up the BFGF talk, but when we are both in our 30s, it felt juvenile. Like this dude is showing effort and consistency. Told me on multiple occasions he's not seeing anyone else. Isn't that what I needed? I've already been married and had children. I'm not looking for someone to move in with in a hurry or have kids or anything, but that doesn't mean I don't want a legit connection. I can get laid by a random. Been there, done that. But I have developed a relationship with this person. He knows it. Can you spend all your free time with someone, have them meet your family, spend holidays together, go on vacation, and not expect a connection to be formed? If you want casual, keep it casual. Don't spend hours on hours sitting in your car and talking with this person day after day after day. I grew closer to him in this time than in my marriage. I just got to stop there for a second. I don't understand what she's complaining about. You know, it's like she never brought up the boyfriend-girlfriend talk with him. So it never really, I guess, graduated from what appears to be a casual relationship. You know, they were pretty close. They were talking. But at this point, people are still keeping their cards pretty close to their chest. You know, they've never had an explicit conversation about this. And this is someone who's been married. So she kind of admits here, you know, I'm not looking for someone to move in with in a hurry or have kids or anything, but that doesn't mean I don't want a legit connection. Okay, so but what is that legit connection? And what she had with this guy about, she knows all his friends, they text, he plans great vacations. I guess that's not a legit connection. So she's in a way, she doesn't know what she wants, and she's still trying to extract more out of him, you know, on the commitment scale. And she's already been married, but, you know, it just seems like there's a lot of gray area here. And then she also says that she, you know, was really like kind of held back in the beginning and kind of combed through him with the fine tooth comb. So she was like super scanning this guy and probably making him jump through all kinds of hoops in order to, you know, get to this level of the relationship. But at the same time, this guy is doing the same thing to her. You know what I mean? Now she wants what looks like more and more commitment, but, you know, he can easily say the same thing back. He can easily be like, you know, I want a connection with someone. I don't want to rush into anything and get kids or move in together. So for him, it's probably not even a point to be boyfriend or girlfriend. Anyways, let's move back in with this. Don't spend hours on hours sitting in your car and talking with this person day after day. I grew closer to him in this time than in my marriage. I have opened up to him in ways I never opened up to anyone. I didn't realize you can spend hours upon hours just talking and having someone care enough to listen. And it wasn't just me that did the talking. If anything, I've done most of the listening. So a few weeks ago, I realized he was still active on Bumble. I knew, but said nothing. He eventually opens up to me about how he's freaked out about how attached we've gotten, how he is probably going to have to go back to his home state. This is something I've been aware of, but yet he also waffles about talking about his 5-year plan here. Oh my God, the 5-year plan. He states he needs to be able to see other people because if we continue down this path, it's just going to be really effing hurt, which he keeps repeating in a panic state. Hurt who? ? I'm already hurting, so I'm thinking he's breaking up. I calmly said that I was disappointed this was going to be the last time we will see each other, and he starts panicking. Starts asking me to wait and think about it. I told him I thought he was breaking up. He panics again and tells me I'm his best friend, that this isn't him trying to break up. He has no intentions of things changing between us. I then tell him my boundaries, and he agrees. I wonder what the boundaries are. I wish he could be more explicit about that. We have now had this same discussion 3 times. It would be easier if I stepped aside. Each time he tells me how this isn't what this is about. So, I kind of think of the marriage and I think about the divorce in the marriage and who initiated. Because as heartbroken as she is, or she's about to be from this situation, as this guy clearly doesn't want to take the relationship further, I can only imagine how heartbroken the guy she divorced with, the guy she had 2 kids with, and then called it quits, and wasn't even as close with as she is with this guy who's frankly isn't even married to her, let alone even is her boyfriend. That guy on the receiving end of the divorce of the marriage must have been freaking devastated. And now it's her turn. And another thing is she's not really explicit about what his situation is. So she has kids, plural. So she has at least 2 kids post-divorce. And then there's this guy. My guess is he's probably single, like in the sense of like he doesn't have kids or might not even haven't been divorced, because I feel like she would have mentioned that, especially if he had kids. She's someone with 2 kids and she's looking to graduate things with this guy. And I don't know, when it comes for dating like that and creating families, I sometimes think it would be easier if single moms probably dated or found, you date whoever you want, but like it might actually work better if it's a guy that also has kids and is post-divorce, because then you guys can at least relate on that, and it might work better for forming a family. But I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going on. He has since held true to his word. Things haven't changed between us, but 3 times I've told him this isn't fair to him. I take up all his free days and I'm not comfortable being demoted. But I find my mind goes crazy every week we aren't together. I thought I could be cool, but I'm not. I hold things in. The weekends we spend together, I'm insecure. But I don't let him know. I know he talks to other girls, and I know he's met up with them. If this was a friend, I'd tell her to bail. For my own emotions, I know I should bail. This isn't my first rodeo. I know this is killing me. I just don't understand. Why take it this far? Why not let me walk away when it makes it easier for you? Did he never have feelings at all? How do you fake it for that long? I will say most definitely in any situation like this, I think we have a tendency to project how much we like a person onto that person, and then you fall into the trap of thinking they actually like you as much as you like them. And it's pretty much never the case. She's asking these questions. Did he ever like her? Is he faking it? Did he never have feelings at all? The answer is almost certainly he does not like you the same way you like him. And that's the thing that she's probably stuck deliberating in her mind about. I feel like if I walk away, I'll be devastated. If I stay, I'm devastated. Of course, I know he just wants his cake and to eat it too. But why when you already have another slice of cake? What do I mean to you? What did I mean to you? What was the last year and half all about? If you're just over it, let me walk. She can walk whenever she wants to. What she wants is this to end cleanly, wrapped up in a bow. I think anyone who's been through a bad breakup where you don't get answers is just better equipped with dealing with the situation like this. I'm guessing she might have been the one who was doing the walking in her previous relationships, and now she's actually getting her heart broken for the first time. I realize this wasn't short at all. I appreciate anyone that's read this. Please be gentle. I'm very raw. There is more to the story, but it's the gist. I'm once again feeling not effing good enough, like a void filler, like I'm decent enough to fill the time, but no one's first choice. And yes, I've been to therapy for years. I know the appropriate answers, but it doesn't change the feeling, if that makes sense. If I'm honest with myself, I love this person. It happened. I fell. I know the best answer and probably the most probable answer I'm going to hear is leave, but I'm struggling so hard. I just can't. I know it's what I should do, but why am I struggling so bad? I don't want this person to be a stranger. It's killing me. I have to make a choice between pain and pain. I don't even want to move. I don't understand how I got here after trying so hard to make intentional change. I feel stupid and pathetic. You know, that's like a really interesting in itself. You know, it's like if she has been through this before and she's felt used and now she's tried her best to comb through this with a fine toothbrush or whatever she said. And sometimes people are just really good at just giving themselves reasons. Like people can give themselves really clever arguments to do something that's stupid. Like you can sit there and think about it and you can use your reasoning skills to come up with really good reasons why you should do something that's probably not good for you. And it seemed that that's what she did. And it's kind of sad when you try to intentionally do something different and end up doing the same thing. I should know better. This has robbed me of the ability to trust myself or my choices. I don't know. I don't know what I want to hear or expect to hear. That I'm not alone, I guess. Not stupid. Some beautiful formation of words to tell him that lets him know my level of hurt without seeming dramatic. Thanks for listening. So, I mean, it seems like what she still can't walk away. What she's trying to do is come up with some sort of argument or some string of words she's going to tell the other person that's going to make him see the error of his ways and that she loved him all along and he'll feel bad for how he's treated her. Even though objectively he probably hasn't treated her that bad. I mean, they're going on vacations. They're doing all this stuff. He's super nice, super respectful. He's doing all these things. He responds, all this stuff. But she's just not getting all the stuff she wants out of it. And she doesn't want to leave. And she wants him to live his life in a certain way. I think when it comes to casual relationships, I always tell myself something that there is no true casual relationship. Because after a while, one side or the other is going to fall harder for one person or another. And it kind of puts you in this place where in order to avoid that, you sort of have to be seeing other women and her seeing other men, so that the kind of, however the magnetism works there, it stops you from falling into that trap or getting, the emotional infection from the other person. And it's just, this is what it is. Unfortunately, if she's unhappy, she needs to walk away. And that's just what it is. She spent more time with him. Maybe she was thinking she was going to find someone that's going to marry her and help her take care of her kids and things were going to be great. But this just is, a good example of what the dating world is. And it's interesting to hear a perspective of someone who's been divorced and has kids and what their dating life is like. But these are the details we were given in this, this thread here. Anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think down below. If any of you guys dealt with anything like this. This is from the Dating Over 30 subreddit. I like reading posts from here because it's just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's very apathetic or it's people who are definitely starting to be jaded, and it's interesting hearing their perspectives. We'll see you on the next one.